everyone. Welcome to Arteagan Daily Bread, your spiritual board meeting for Tuesday. I'm so sorry, May 19th, 2020. I am your Madam President of the Arteagan, Natalee, spelled Natalee. Okay, guys, feel free to stay for all of the reports, psychic, tarot, astrology reports. Feel free to skip ahead as you are guided. If you are new here, I upload every single day here on YouTube with this Arteagan Daily Bread spiritual board meeting. It's psychic, tarot, and astrology. So make sure you subscribe because I do have more videos coming out this week on Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto, Venus retrograding. Okay, it's going to be fun. If you guys like weekly readings by sign, I do that on, it's included in the first tier on my Patreon. So if you want to check that out, patreon.com/thearteagan. There I assess all 12 spheres of your life, houses 1 through 12. So there are multiple areas of life that my channeled messages could resonate with you. Just saying. Those readings are 30 minutes minimum, and sometimes they even go into 45 minutes to an hour long for the weekly. So all areas of life could resonate. Just a couple of areas of life could resonate. I really like it. I just started doing that format with the 12 different houses. So I really like it as a channeler, as a psychic, as a tarot reader. So yeah, it's in the first tier on Patreon. I hereby officially call this meeting to order. My papers are shuffling. I have like all of the planetary everything written out for the rest of the year for all 12 planets, and I feel like it's riches. I feel like I'm like, sorry guys. Okay, into the minutes recap. Yeah, let's just take a deep breath, right? I'm ready to let go of the Scorpio full moon energy. The new, oh my gosh. I mean, really. And honestly, you guys, the Venus-Neptune square, that was 1 of 3 this year. And the second Venus square, we're going to be feeling it all month because of Venus retrograding. So I did my very best, and I still got hit with it. So I am just really cautioning everyone to, we'll see, we'll get into it. But as far as minutes recap, definitely look back from the end of April to right now for that Venus square Neptune. I know it's in your life somewhere. There is something in your life that you just thought it was one way about a person, a situation, something, and it was totally a different thing. It was totally a different way, different person, different energy. Okay, that had to have manifested in your life somehow. And even when we do the best that we can, we have to experience things. We have to really feel those things out. So really forgive yourself if you were misled about a person or an opportunity or a job, or in my case, it was an apartment. Let all of that go. That's part of this moon cycle. So it's going to be ending in a couple of days. Really milk it for all of the wisdom that you possibly can from it. I was able to channel really creatively, and I was also, it was a lot of other things in my life, but the Venus square Neptune specifically, I was able to channel creatively, and that is actually part of Practical Magic Level 1 for May. So I added that into it with lucid dreaming and astral traveling. So anyone just interested in like dipping your toe into like psychic waters, that's like a really good one. I put it out, it's out. Handouts are out. So it's just really, really, really cool. So that's like one of the best things you're going to get from something like this. Sorry, that's so loud. That's one of the best things you're going to get from some energy like that. Okay. Is creative channeling, creative alchemizing. So just take a moment, breathe it all out. Uranus is the one thing in astrology we can't predict. We have no idea what he's going to do, how he's going to behave. Okay, moving on into the President's Report. So you guys, I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this new moon in Gemini. I'm excited to move life forward. And I know that we're heavily bogged down in retrogrades. I'm still kicking. I'm still moving forward. I'm still marching towards the future. So that's where I am. The first quarter moon in Virgo is going to be May 29th. The full moon lunar eclipse is going to be June 5th in 15 degrees Sagittarius. It's going to be our first eclipse in our new little family of eclipses. So, but I'm going to rush to June 21st. Sorry, yes, June 21st, because there's going to be a new moon solar eclipse in the 0 degree of Cancer. That's going to be a big deal. Everything happening now is gearing us up to finish out the lessons that late December, early January, those Capricorn Cancer eclipses kicked off. So it could have all of this culminating, especially how these supermoons have been stacked the last 3 cycles, supermoon, supermoon, supermoon. Okay, being felt very, very acutely by us. So I'm excited to wrap up that family of eclipses. The nodes have shifted into Gemini, Sagittarius. So it's just momentum, forward momentum. Even when it brings you back, it only brings you back so that you can move forward even stronger. And that's how we want to look at this, because we're not victims here on Watch Natalee. Some of you might have felt like a victim, and the Scorpio full moon, the great flush is what I was calling it, could have felt sort of victimized by a person or a circumstance or a situation or even just life. Life could have just went and, right? But it's not personal, and that's a very Saturnian. I'm the daughter of Saturn. If anyone can say this, I can say it. It's not personal. It really, really isn't. I know it feels like it is, but it's not. It's not. Okay. Moving on into the astrology report. Oh, where's my little thing here? Hold on. Okay. So we have the sun in 29 degrees Taurus as of 8 a.m., right? Tuesday, Pacific time. The moon is in 24 degrees Aries. Mercury is in 15 degrees Gemini. Venus is in 21 degrees Gemini, retrograde. Mars is in 4 degrees Pisces. Jupiter is in 27 degrees Capricorn, retrograde. Saturn is in 1 degree Aquarius, retrograde. Uranus is in 7 degrees Taurus, direct. Neptune is in 20 degrees Pisces. Pluto is in 24 degrees Capricorn, retrograde. And the North Node is in 29 degrees Gemini. Chiron is in 8 degrees Aries. So everything is basically at the end of Capricorn to the end of Gemini. So if you look in your chart, everything is going to be like on one half, one hemisphere. So if you're a Capricorn, Capricorn rising, Capricorn moon, all of that energy is in that bottom hemisphere, and that is giving you a lot of resource to direct towards your soul's mission, to direct towards your agenda, to direct towards your direction in life. There's no direction, so I hope you have some direction, because it's all of this energy like gearing you up for it, right? If you are a Cancer rising, Cancer moon, it's the exact opposite. All of that planetary energy is on the top half of that hemisphere. So there's a lot of direction in life. All of that energy is shaping your direction, your destiny, where you're going in life. And there's like no energy on the bottom for your building up your resources. It doesn't mean that it's absolute, that you're not going to have resources or that you're not going to have direction. I'm just giving you a little bit of something to visually note if you're looking at your own chart and all of this, or if you're just looking at the chart of the moment right now. Okay, so where do I start? So Wednesday, the sun will leave Taurus and enter Gemini. So when that happens, then the sun's already trining, but it's going to really activate once the sun moves into Gemini, that trine to retrograde Saturn, and that really positive connection, that new moon in Gemini, that will be on Friday. Actually, yes, Friday, the new moon in Gemini. Yikes. I'm only saying that because, let me back up a little bit, actually. Wednesday. So on Wednesday, Venus squares Neptune. Okay, this is the second square out of 3, and like I said before, I'm just like flashing all of the alarm bells off so that you can be if anyone can learn anything from me and like shorten their suffering, like that's exactly what I want. Like, let me save you some youth, let me save you some time, learn from me so that you don't have to like go and experience as much pain as it really takes to really absorb, right? Venus Neptune, it's a little bit, I wish I could say don't talk to anyone this week. It's not realistic to say, though. It's a little bit worrisome because on Friday, Mercury will meet Venus. Okay, and in that square, it just adds confusion at the very most innocent. But it could be really manipulative, and it could be really, really convincing. And it's like it could add this level of obsession, of addiction, of losing yourself. Very dangerous. Losing yourself in love, losing yourself in fantasy, losing yourself in idealism, losing yourself in spirituality, losing yourself in drugs, losing yourself in alcohol, losing yourself, whatever this cognitive dissonance thing is. For some people, you're going to see that like in full force, where you're like watching them totally delude themselves, totally, right? So, oh shoot, hold on. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. I hadn't taken a look at the recording to see if it was still recording. I was hoping that it was. Okay. So that's happening this week. It's going to, like I said, it's just going to stick like that for the rest of the month. It's just going to be sticky. It's just going to be there. So we have to find a way to work with this energy. So like I'm telling you, it's creativity is one way to channel some of that energy. But this is going to be really most important, looking at your own natal chart to see what area of life this is happening in. So the chart that I have in front of me is for 8 a.m. Tuesday, May 19th, Los Angeles, California, and it puts the ascendant on 1 degree Cancer. So that's kind of just like what I'm looking at here. But that Venus, look at Gemini, and then Pisces. 20 degrees Pisces, 21 degree Gemini. Look at those houses, what's ruled by that. Okay, Pisces and Gemini, where that is in your chart. And those two areas of life will be able to tell you what the heck is going on and what could be very fuzzy and blurry and unclear. Not just right now, not just Wednesday, not just Friday, but for the next few weeks. So pay close attention. And then also look to see at the Neptune-Venus relationship in your natal chart, because that's how it's going to act. So honestly, in this case, it's all, even if you have a trine or a sextile or something really nice, it still has the potential to really, it's worse than rose-colored glasses. It's having rose-colored eyeballs, like eye color, like you're just... It's funny because my eyeshadow is rosy today. It's pink. And that's it, though. That's what's going to be foggy, hazy, unclear, maybe idealistic, maybe falling in love, head over heels. Be real careful. Just be real careful. That's my loving message about the astrology, and I'm totally focusing on that. There's other stuff happening. The sun is trining Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto. The moon is squaring stuff. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Mars. I think I mentioned this yesterday. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but Mars is in Pisces. When Mars moves into Aries, Mars will be there until January 6th. Mars will be in Aries from June 27th to January 6th. That's an obscenely long time for Mars to be in Aries. So right now, it could be a little bit uncomfortable. I feel like that's why Mars was like kind of harsh the past couple of cycles. This right now, Mars is sextiling Uranus. Mars is trining the North Node. Okay? So it's wrapping up some loose ends in this Mars cycle before it enters his home sign of Aries. And even when he enters his home sign of Aries, there's going to be backtracking to move forward. Different ways to take action or different initiatives. Look back to 2 years ago, even 1 year ago. Look to see what you were putting your energy into. Look to see what you were really fired up about. Just look back to see, and if you're really interested, to go back multiple cycles of when Mars was in Aries to see what could be coming up for you, what you could be revisiting. It could be like, it doesn't have to be the Mars and Aries thing. It could just be bringing back an initiative, bringing back a work opportunity. Look to see where Aries is in your chart. I know this is a lot. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm talking too fast. And see that could open up for you again. like second chance. Okay? Okay. That's a lot of it. I feel like that was like a lot of astrology. Astrology 101 is Wednesday, May 20th. So that's tomorrow. You can get your tickets on thearteagan.com. And what I'm doing is I'm going to be, this should be up by now. This should be up by now. By the time you view this, I'm going to be, it should be up by now. It should be made available, the past classes, so that you can just purchase that one class. So Astrology 101 for April, you should be able to now go and add that to your cart and purchase it and view that and watch it. Just like you're able to for the future, you should be able to do that for the past now. So hopefully I got all that working. You guys know it's just me and my Natalee factory over here. Okay, so that's Wednesday. Practical Magic was really cool. It was really, really cool. It was really weird because I had to deal with stuff, but when I came back, it actually turned out to be better that way, because then I was able to add the creative channeling, and I know that's for someone. Like, I know that's so like for someone to receive like right now. Okay. Okay, into the psychic report, guys. This is so funny. This is really funny because one person will understand why it's funny. That's fine. Putting this together, this like little document that I do, the report, I heard buzzing. I did. I heard this loud buzzing, and I felt like there was like something right here, you know, really, really close to me. And it picked up, and it almost felt like I was in some sort of like spaceship, and I was looking at the hatch about to open up, and I was in like a spacesuit, but I felt like, oh my God, there's like a bug, or there's a buzzing bee in a tube somewhere, or in some machinery. It was really bizarre, but I felt that kind of pressure, the pressure of being like in a spaceship. It's really, really weird. We're gonna do the buzzing, because I'm not the only one who's hearing this buzzing. So this channel is going to be about this buzzing. But it feels like the hatch is about to open and I hear the buzzing. That's what it feels like. Okay. Into the tarot report. Tarot talk is Wednesday, May 28th. Oh my God, I'm excited. If you're thinking about one of the classes, I would start with tarot talk. I would just start with tarot talk. Okay. It's easier. It's the easiest. It's easy. It's really fun. And it's something you can start doing right now, you know. Practical Magic and Astrology 101, that's like deeper. It's way deeper. And it's more like you're building and adding to a big base. So just keeping it real. Okay, buzzing. We're done with this. We are. Why am I nervous now? Why do I all of a sudden feel nervous? I don't like this feeling. I feel like a surprise. It feels like, for me personally, it's like I can feel a surprise. I can feel it out, and it makes me nervous, and I'm like, oh, I don't like surprises, and it's like a thing. But it's that feeling. I'm trying to have a better attitude towards like surprises, like happy surprises, you know. I feel like I'm much better in a crisis. I am so much better in a crisis surprise than I am with a happy surprise. Don't know why I'm saying all that. I'm telling you this, someone's making some plans here. Someone's making some plans. And it feels like it's a happy surprise, but I don't know. I don't know why I'm feeling like that. Tell me more about this buzzing. Oh, you did not. Wow. King of Cups and the Lovers. A choice in love. Someone's making some plans, keeping it very under their hat. This person wears hats a lot. Someone wears hats a lot. You or someone you're connecting to. Whoa. It felt like my hearing just left in my left ear. Like it just went out. That's why I'm doing this, to see if I can hear this, my nails. And I just held my breath. What is this? Now, someone wears hats here. Someone wears hats. Everyone here is wearing a hat. And the king is wearing the hat. They're concealing, someone's concealing their plans. It's a choice in love. This doesn't have to be romantic. It could be. We'll see. Tell me more about this buzzing. Tell me more about this buzzing. Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys. Wow, that's what the buzzing is. That's exactly what the buzzing is. This is exactly what it is. The eight of the buzzing is it's like the machinations of someone's mind, and the buzzing is like tuning into it. It's like when you hear the buzzing, they're making plans. When you hear the buzzing, they're bzzz. This is some weird. This is weird. This is so weird. I love my job. Seriously, it's so. Da dun da 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 dun 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 da da da. We're going to clarify this. This is someone's plans. Someone, it's like the way they're making their plans. Someone's making plans. They had a breakthrough in their planning and their development, in seeing a way forward. But their way forward is like that. It's Seven of Swords. Their way forward is sideways. It's really weird. Tell me. We have the Star, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. Okay. Sorry, guys. I have to. Sorry. Someone here is very idealistic. What they're working towards, whoever this planning is, whoever's making these plans, whoever's making this decision, we're totally tapping into their energy. They are doing, this could be you, but this person, they are working very steadily, working very hard, very precisely. There's something that requires precision, either in paperwork or earning money, saving money, something practical. It's like it requires careful planning, careful precision, like following guidelines or honoring requests for more information, or you know what I'm saying? It's requiring upkeep and someone staying on time with things and like filing papers, you know, something like that. And they're doing it out of their heart. They're really making something happen because of how they feel inside, and they're very inspired. They're really, really inspired to, it's out of their heart that they're doing this. It's like to bring an ideal to life. I just heard heaven on earth. So for some of you, this is probably romantic. Let's clarify the Hermit, the Seven of Swords, and the Justice, please. Nothing's going to stop this person. You or this person, nothing's going to stop them. I feel like it could have taken them some time because of this. They found a way. They're making a, I feel like they're kind of making a way. There is something dishonest about it. There is something. Now, it doesn't have to be dishonest. She's making me walk that back. It's cleverness. It is dumb as a fox. It is street smart. There's something here with common sense, with street smart. It's like you're MacGyvering an escape raft. Someone here is MacGyvering justice and fairness and equality and moving their agenda forward. Very clever. Let's take a look at the King of Cups and this Lovers, please. King of Cups and this Lovers. Uh-huh. Oh my God. This is so weird, you guys. Someone has had like a complete 180. Someone, wow. Someone has really like learned how they feel. It could be that they've realized, it could be that they realize that they love you. It could be that they've woken up to this feeling for you. It's very up and down. It is very cyclical. It is very lowest of the low, highest of the high. This person is probably like on cloud 9. This person is totally following their heart. You know what? This person is in a Venus-Neptune square. Totally. They are using Venus-Neptune to advance their agenda, to be very slick and sly and to move their chariot forward. And it's because they're totally in love. They're in love. They're in this like, and they're making plans, they're acting accordingly. Let's take a look at the Eight of Swords and the Tower, please. What do we need to know about this Eight of Swords and the Tower? Oh, ooh. We have Temperance, we have the King of Swords, and we have the Five of Swords. This is someone who was in this King of Sword energy and Five of Sword energy where they were ruthless, they were cutthroat, they were dispassionate, they were unemotional. That's why this is manifesting as a huge turn for this person. I don't feel like this is you. I really don't. It could be you, could totally be you. I don't feel like it is you though. It feels like someone else. It feels like other. I feel like you're the one hearing the buzzing. So that's what was locking this person in. They were being really chained to all of these 8 swords, and something crumbled for them. Behaving in this way, acting like the Five of Swords, acting like that King of Swords. This is like, no, that came crashing down. Maybe even at the Scorpio full moon, where it's like, you can't act that way. You can't behave that way. It's only a matter of time before you're struck down. You know what I'm saying? It's like anyone that looks like they can get away with misbehaving or being bad, it's not reality. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Okay. I'm sorry to interrupt. Me and Mr. Jones, that song by Amy Winehouse. Sorry. I'm sorry. I forego like eating, like real eating so that I can work. It's just, it's so boring. That's what my big eclipses have been about, is like self-care and like accepting that being psychic requires even more self-care than like a regular, normal, happy person. And it's just, I resent it a lot. Because I'd rather work. Okay. Nobody standing between me and my man. Yeah, it's that song. Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm getting with this. And it's a little bit like, part of it is that they were channeling this, they were mischanneling that energy. Boof, it blew up. And even when people look like they get away with everything and they pass away really serenely, don't buy into that. And don't focus on anyone else and keeping tabs on other people, whether they're getting ahead or falling behind or getting what they deserve or not getting what they deserve. Don't focus on it. Just focus on stay in your lane. Just stay in your lane. Cruise in your own lane, you know? Because that's funny, because this reading is like about a whole other person. Their lane's about to just, they're literally driving and they're about to like crash into your lane. So that's why we're doing this here. They're channeling that energy differently, and they're using it to come towards you. Okay, and it's balancing itself out, where that selfishness and that Five of Swords, that I'm gonna win even though I'm losing my friends because I want to win so much, that's transforming into nothing's gonna stop me. Nothing's going to stop me from creating this justice. And I feel like they are creating some sort of justice. I feel like they're writing something. They're feeling this. They're channeling this energy, that bottom to the top, that cyclical energy. And so they're the ones like manifesting it. Okay. I mean, it's really beautiful though. This is, oh God, okay, some of you, for Venus retrograde, they totally switched gears in love, where it's like they loved one person, now they love someone else. That someone else was you. Like, but it's honest, like their emotions, something just like flipped, a switch just flipped for them, and I don't know what it is. It's not showing up. I'm just getting... All right, let's keep going. Let's take a look at this over here. What are they so idealistic about? This could be more why they're behaving this way. Tell me more about the Star, the Six of Cups, and Eight of Pentacles, please. Oh, we have the Moon and the Nine of Staves. Interesting. So they were totally blocked off before. This is more of this kind of energy with the Eight of Swords, very much locked up in their mind, in their fears. They were in a very fear-based position, and likely they didn't want to let go of what they thought was secure, making a choice against you in love, where they're like, I'm going to stay with what's secure, I'm going to just chill here. No way. No way. This light of the moonlight was still peeking in. It was still shining through. It was still guiding them, even though they kept walking off path, even though they kept going against it, even though they put up barriers between themselves and their intuition. Sorry, now my nose is like stuffy. That's interesting. Give me a second here. Wow. She's saying this person had so many fears and was so fearful, fear of lack, fear of, that's why they were really cold and dispassionate and trying to make a ruthless decision based on their own self-interest. And that energy, it's all in this wheel of fortune. It's shifted, and that fear, that moon, light of the moon energy has transformed and evolved. This person has grown, and that energy has transformed into this idealism, into this wish, this dream. It's like the nightmare into a dream. Wow. Honestly, it is really romantic. Excuse me, it's really romantic. And that's what they're working towards. That's what they're boom, boom, boom. And they're like knocking it out one by one. Okay, that pentacle, this one, that one. All 8 are up there. See how ragged his shirt is? He's just working really, really, really hard. This person's working really, really hard. And it's driven by what they feel inside. This is what they feel inside, but this is what they're actually doing. They're working really hard, fueled by this dream, this idealism. Could also be a reunion, like of a karmic reunion because of all this retrograde energy. Anything that's able to move forward, anything that's able to get off the ground, probably with people you have very karmic connections to, people you've had past lives with. If they're new and you're meeting them on these retrogrades, or if they're coming back around. Venus could also be bringing women, feminine energy back into your life. Two things. I want to take a look at this Chariot because I feel like that's the agenda. That's what they're actually trying to manifest with you. Or this could be the block to them manifesting this with you. A block to the agenda moving forward from the past. Please clarify for us this Chariot, please. Ooh. Double 8 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. Holy moly. Okay, I get it now. This is something they've been planning. I don't think it's been a very long time, but they've been planning, and something about right now, and maybe even the waning energy of this Scorpio moon, maybe part of the new energy in the Gemini new moon. Something is moving for this person. Something is bursting forth. So actually tonight, Tuesday night, into Wednesday, tomorrow, when the sun shifts from Taurus to Gemini, that could be the start of it. That could be the start of a breakthrough for this person in whatever they're trying to do. And I feel like it's got some paperwork, legality, red tape, something official involved here for them to really make some progress. Let's take a look at the Wheel of Fortune. This is what changed, what turned. That's romantic. They really did have a change of heart. They had to have some sort of mental breakdown. And I feel like it was mental. I feel like this restriction, this perceived restriction came crashing down, crumbling down, and it forced them into this change of heart. It forced them into a balance, like a real balance here. This person overcame. This person did it. They transformed. This transformation for this person has been a long time coming. This person has been able to successfully transform from a very cold, dispassionate, unfeeling, not even wanting to feel personality, 180. And now they are not only an emotional being with emotions and feelings, but they are in control of them, and they accept them, and they love their feelings. And they are using their feelings and their idealizations for the future to propel themselves forward and to propel this agenda forward. There's someone on their way to you. There's someone on their way to you. I don't even know if we've had a reading like this where someone's done it. Someone's done the work and now they're like, I know what I love. I know who I want. I know what I want in my life and I'm making my way. Could happen Tuesday night, could happen Wednesday, could happen Friday, anytime after Friday, anytime over this Venus retrograde, to be honest. Yeah, that this person is in this Venus square Neptune where they're like obsessed. They are having the rose-colored eyes. They are the ones like sort of... I'm not getting addiction. I'm not. But I am getting the obsession. I am getting that this, it's almost like you go from one extreme to another. Like this person went from cutting off their feelings and being very cold, dispassionate, logical, methodical, very business oriented, very, what am I getting out of it? Is this going to be good for me long term? Selfish. Totally 180. Now they're like the love bug. Now they're the love bug. What love advice do we have for the love bug? Trust, really? Really? You want us to trust on a Venus square Neptune? Are you insane? I didn't mean that. I'm so sorry. It was a joke. It was just a joke. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. It's a little tricky. That's a little tricky after so much of this reading has been warning you. It's going to be really, really difficult to discern at this time what you can trust and what you cannot trust, because on one hand there's going to be the Venus Neptune that's like all about fooling you and tricking you, and then there's going to be the Venus Neptune of people who are so head over heels in love, totally waking up, their hearts are just waking up to love, and they love you and you love them, and let's live happily ever after, and there's something that they're taking care of organizationally first. That's what they're doing right now. That's what the buzzing is. So if you hear buzzing and you stuff your ears with soft stuff and you still hear it, it's this other person conspiring to come and be with you. For some of you, it is as aggressive as marriage. So be very careful that you know this person. Where's my oracle? Where's my oracle deck? Hold on. Mayday, mayday. Oh. I didn't see it was right in front of me. I feel like that's a message. Not seeing something that's right in front of you, right under your nose. Keep your eyes peeled. Okay, what overall advice do we have regarding this situation, please? Ooh, be bold and make the first move. Show the world the real you. Cardinal moon, full moon, and Aquarius energy. This is interesting because this is the only indication of you I organically, honestly feel in this reading. This is you. This is you. Be bold and make the first move. Show the world the real you. It's a little bit reversed. Show the world the real you by being bold and making the first move. Not the first move to this person, the first move in showing the world the real you. The more you honestly are yourself, in whatever way, shape, or form you choose to interact with the outer world. Maybe you're on social media, maybe you're not on social media. Maybe you have fake handles on social media, maybe you have real handles on social media. Whatever it is, it doesn't even have to stay in social media. It could be LinkedIn, it could be forums, it could be whatever. Make sure that you are covering your side of the street and that you are being authentic and that you're being honest and you are who you show yourself to the world to be. That's what I want you to focus on, because you can't go wrong there. You just can't go wrong. Dare I say it, that it is even you being who you authentically are and showing the whole world the real you that gets to one person, that gets to one person's heart and changes it, transforms it. Not through your loving them, through your loving yourself. That changes someone from this Kill Bill, cold, dispassionate bastard into this loved up love bug, King of Cups, who just wants to shower you're the one person in. And that's what you've got to trust. You've got to trust that being yourself, all you have to be. You don't have to do anything else. Just trust. And be bold in showing the world who you really are. That's groovy, okay? I like this reading for you. I even kind of like this person for you. I like how practical, they're being very practical. They really are taking care of business. They really are. They're taking care of business. 2 Eight of Pentacles. They're being very pedantic even about the details that they're taking care of so that they can get to you. Okay? So when you, because there could be good and there could be helpful Venus Neptune energy like this, and there could also be that more deceptive Venus Neptune energy. So to help you discern which is which, this person will be taking a lot of practical steps. They will be very practical minded. They will dot their I's, cross their T's, and still be very idealistic, still be very emotionally committed to this outcome and emotionally committed to this with you. So if they are all talk and all fluff and they can't show you anything physical and there's nothing written down and there's nothing organized and nothing's in place, if it's all love, 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 that's not this person. That's a deception, and that you need to run away from. Okay? This person is like, and they're coming from an already King of Swords mentality, so they know how to do stuff. They know how to, you know what I'm saying? Okay. That was interesting. That was really cool. Okay, guys, moving on to our next report. That interesting buzzing report. So, what do we have? Correspondence. So, guys, my email, thefirstarteagan@gmail.com. The Q on the website. Take a look at the website. It's new. It's different. It's poppin'. I love it the way it is right now. I fixed the Q. There was something where it's like it would only take an email, or it would only take a website address, but you can actually put text in. I fixed that. I added an option for those of you booking personal readings, an option to allow that reading and allow that that content to be used in any kind of documentary filming or psychic experiments that I do moving forward. I would reach out to you. I would never just like take something without asking and making sure that you're okay with it. But it's basically saying like, yes, I'm open to being interviewed. I'm open to sharing my experience. I'm open to, sharing my feedback, for the purpose of a potential documentary or a potential psychic experiment recorded. And that's all that it is. That's all that it is. So I added that button there too, because I've done over 250 private psychic tarot readings, and my accuracy rating is pretty great. It's pretty great. And I want to show that information in a very scientific way. So that's me dipping my toe into the water. Eventually, I would love to have like a form with check boxes and, we get really, really scientific about it. Because it's part of my weekend meditation that the reason why I'm stopping the Arteagan program is because I've got to learn that other stuff, and I've got to do that. She's going to give me things where I can show psychic ability and prove it. So I got to do that. Like, I have to. And it really does kind of break my heart to do that, because I'm so idealistic and I just want to share everything with everyone and have everything be free all the time. And like, I wish I could just bilocate and multiply myself like 1 billion times, but I can't, and I'm not meant to right now. So I'm bummed about it. I'm really bummed about that. But I'm trusting, and I know that I have to. She told, like, there's no doubt in my mind about it. It's a little bittersweet though. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bittersweet. So, if you're booking personal readings with me, or if you do in the future, and you're open to, that, if you're open to sharing your experience and your feedback and what happened, and you're open to being interviewed or submitting your own recorded testimony regarding the reading, and you're booking a reading with me in the future, go ahead and check that box. If you've booked a reading with me in the past and you'd like to share your feedback, share the reading, and put your testimony up on tape and be interviewed at a future date, send me an email, thefirstarteagan@gmail.com, and I will put you in my little list of people to go to for when that's, okay, that's correspondence. Okay, old business. Hopefully a much better system for the Oracle decks, so that it's not so like staggered. And that's about it for, that's new business. So the new business is that it should cut down on the wait time. So that'll be coming down in June. It'll be in June. Okay, definitely not in May. It'll be June. Okay. And I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. I think that's it, guys. I really think that's it. If you guys like personal private tarot readings every month, that's the highest tier on Patreon. It includes all of the classes in addition to a 45-minute monthly private tarot reading with me. So if that's something that, like, I have some querents who book to stay in line, to stay in queue, and it's sort of regular. It's sort of like multiple readings. So if you're interested in something like that, if you're interested in some sort of like subscription private tarot reading type experience, and you maybe are not interested in the classes, that highest tier on Patreon, it includes that. So it's like getting a reading and the rush and a lot of other stuff and more reading. You know what I'm saying? So you can take a look at the different tiers if you're interested, like if you want, and see like what the different offerings are. So that just came to mind for as far as like waiting for readings and stuff and being in queue and whatnot. That's about it. If I think of anything else, I'll make an insert and let you guys know. Oh, I hereby officially adjourn our meeting. You guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the positive support and the good karma exchange here. I really feel like this was some great energy work that we did with this unraveling of that buzzing. That was really fascinating. I consider it an honor to serve you, and I'm grateful every single day for that honor. Seriously, I'm really grateful. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And until tomorrow, my dears, take care of yourself out there. Beware of all this Venus, Neptune, Hershamagas, and many blessings on your head. Bye.